Why is America the most powerful country? There are several factors that contribute to America's status as the most powerful country in the world. Economic power. The United States has the largest economy in the world, with a GDP of more than $21 trillion. It is home to many of the world's largest corporations and is a major player in global trade. Military power. The United States has the most powerful military in the world, with a budget that exceeds the combined defense spending of the next several countries. Its military has a global reach and can project force anywhere in the world. Political power. The United States is a global leader in promoting democracy and human rights. Its political system is stable and democratic, which has contributed to its global influence. Cultural power. American culture is dominant around the world, from Hollywood movies and TV shows to popular music and fashion. This has given the United States a soft power that helps it to influence other countries. Overall, America's combination of economic, military, political, and cultural power has made it the most powerful country in the world. Technological power. The United States is a leader in research and development, particularly in fields such as information technology, biotechnology, and aerospace. Its universities and research institutions are some of the best in the world, and its companies are at the forefront of innovation. Geographic advantage. The United States is situated in a strategically advantageous location, with access to both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. It also shares borders with two relatively stable and friendly countries, Canada and Mexico. Historical factors. The United States has a long history of being a world power, dating back to the end of World War II when it emerged as one of the two superpowers alongside the Soviet Union. Its global influence was further strengthened during the Cold War and has continued to grow since then. Soft power. In addition to its cultural power, the United States has a strong reputation for promoting democracy, human rights, and freedom around the world. This has given it a soft power that allows it to influence other countries and shape global events without the use of force. While there are many factors that have contributed to America's status as the most powerful country in the world, it is important to note that this status is not guaranteed to last forever. Other countries, such as China, are rapidly growing in economic and military power and may challenge the United States' dominance in the coming years. What made America wealthy? Several factors have contributed to America's wealth, including natural resources. America is rich in natural resources, including fertile land, timber, coal, oil, and natural gas. These resources have been instrumental in fueling the country's economic growth. Innovation and entrepreneurship. The United States has a long history of innovation and entrepreneurship, dating back to the Industrial Revolution. American inventors and entrepreneurs have created many of the world's most successful companies, from Ford and General Electric to Apple and Google. Access to capital. America's financial system is highly developed, with deep and liquid capital markets that provide businesses with access to funding. This has enabled many companies to grow and expand, driving economic growth. Infrastructure. America's infrastructure, including its highways, ports, airports, and communication networks, is among the most developed in the world. This infrastructure has facilitated trade and commerce, allowing businesses to reach customers both domestically and internationally. Political stability. The United States has a stable and democratic political system, with a strong rule of law and respect for property rights. This has created a favorable business environment, attracting investment and encouraging entrepreneurship. Global influence. As the world's most powerful country, America's global influence has enabled it to shape global events and pursue policies that are favorable to its economic interests. Overall, America's wealth is the result of a combination of factors, including natural resources, innovation and entrepreneurship, access to capital, infrastructure, political stability, and global influence. These factors have enabled the country to become one of the wealthiest and most prosperous nations in the world. When did the U.S. become the only superpower? The United States became the world's only superpower following the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. During the Cold War, the United States and the Soviet Union were the two dominant global powers, each vying for influence and control around the world. However, with the collapse of the Soviet Union, the United States emerged as the sole remaining superpower. In the years that followed, the United States continued to assert its dominance on the world stage, using its military, economic, and diplomatic power to advance its interests and promote its values. This was particularly evident in the aftermath of the September 11 terrorist attacks in 2001, when the United States launched a global war on terror that involved military interventions in Afghanistan and Iraq, among other countries. While the United States remains the world's most powerful country, it is worth noting that its dominance is not guaranteed to last forever. Other countries, such as China, are rapidly growing in economic and military power, and may challenge the United States' status as the world's sole superpower in the coming years. In recent years, China has emerged as the most serious challenger to the United States' global dominance. China's economy has grown rapidly, making it the world's second-largest economy, and its military has become more assertive, challenging the United States' military presence in the Asia-Pacific region. Additionally, China has been expanding its global influence through initiatives such as its Belt and Road Infrastructure Program, which aims to connect Asia, Europe, and Africa through a network of roads, railways, and ports. However, the United States still holds significant advantages over China, including a stronger military, a more developed financial system, and a more established global network of alliances and partnerships. Furthermore, the United States has a long history of global leadership and has developed institutions such as the United Nations, the World Bank, and the International Monetary Fund, which give it significant influence in the international community. Ultimately, the balance of power between the United States and China, and the future of the global order more broadly, will depend on a variety of factors, including economic growth, military strength, diplomatic influence, and technological innovation. It remains to be seen how these factors will play out in the coming years and what the implications will be for the United States and the rest of the world.
Subscribe for more horrors and mysterious videos. Thanks.